Health communication is seeking and the process and the dissemination of health information. So what we do is we often take a look at what is going on within certain communities and how we can create messages that are going to affect certain populations.
Originally, it was just something that I thought would be interesting to take as a class. If I had more time at Manchester, I probably would have gotten either another major in health communications or at least a minor. It's just very interesting to see an aspect from a physician's point of view and also a patient's point of view and how you can convey messages between the two and where the interruption happens.
One really interesting class that we did have was this presentation company called Booster Shot Comics, and they created like this comic book and comic strip that could be shared, and it used really accurate information on things that a lot of people don't understand. Like one of the books was about inhalers and the difference between like a certain inhaler. It creates a really creative outlet for people.
I want my students to be able to learn not just through a textbook and someone else's experiences, but create their own. I think that's a very important aspect of how I teach and how I want my students to view their education. So I want them to be engaged not just in the fact that they're learning, but also how to apply said concepts to real-world situations and events.
For the Intro to Health Communication class that I was in, we had to develop an entertainment education project which you would convey a message to an audience, but not in your traditional way. So my group, we created a Chutes and Ladders board game called Booze and Do's, and it was about safe drinking and the effects of not doing so.
I was primarily doing the research and kind of finding the hard facts on drunk driving in general and alcohol abuse. So I kind of created the fact cards that we had implemented to the game and found the different statistics.
It was really interesting to see our classmates be involved and get to play this board game that we put so much work into, and it turned out really nice.
Our ultimate goal is for students to sign up for the major and find jobs that are not only exciting for them, but very gratifying. And if they are learning these skills here, in their classroom, at the university, with their professors, with their mentors, and then being able to go out into the world and share that, I think that's ultimately what I'm looking for in terms of this major in health communication.